Shanewz. Yes, top of the afternoon. This is the source, man. Shanewz Boxing, media, marketing, management, consumer services. We do it a lot more professional than a lot of these so-called big time channels, if that's what they are, right? With their sources, right? Um, but first off, we want to give this guy his flowers. He defied the odds last night, right? A lot of the YTC, they was, oh, look, as soon as I pull it up, look who's here. There he is, Africa. Let's pull him up, man. Let's blow it up, right? He put on a spectacular performance last night. One of the judges had the fight crazy. He had Africa losing the fight, which is, it's boxing, man. This shit doesn't amaze me anymore. But, he had the fight 117-111 for Paro. Now, granted, Paro did get busy in the first half of the fight, give or take. The first 4 rounds, it kind of looked like maybe, but no, Africa was settled in. But the judge, the scorecards, that one judge that had a 117, 111, what was he thinking? A night of upsets. Yes, Africa was the bet that I placed. He was the underdog. But yesterday it was even. But still, nonetheless, shout out to everybody that did put wagers on him. He did his thing. He looked sharp. But if you know Africa, that's the caliber fighter he is. If really know boxing, not like this fandom, just guys chucking the jiving and shooting the breeze. If because a lot of boxing guys that sit around and discuss boxing, they don't really know what they're talking about, man. They just go off of how they're programmed, whatever YouTube channel or content creator that they deem to be credible or cool or accepted. That's how they get programmed, right? Because I don't know how many guys now they're begging me for a job, right? They need a reference, they need all these things, right? But I had so many people, right, really try to overlook me and down talk me, and it's like, bro, do you know who I really am? Do you know what I really do? But yet you trying to judge me because you live in this world right here. This is your world that you live in. You live in a YouTube world where I already showed you that on any given live stream, I can have 1,000 people in my live. I can play those games too. But this is what you deem to be credible. You don't even look at the body of work. You don't look at reality, what somebody actually does. But shout out to Africa. Shout out to Jihad. Jihad was there too last night. I'll get to that footage in a second. Because those guys came up together. Even though Africa's a lot much older than Jihad, right? But they sparred countless times when Jihad was 16. Even up until maybe a couple years ago, they worked. And to see him now become a world champion, I'm so happy for those guys, man. Him and Coach Lenny. Happy Sunday to you too, Daniel. I know you hit the like button on Poppy both. Appreciate you, good brother. But yes, Africa won. And it was great that he won because we were leading up into the fight week. He was so confident. He was talking a lot. And I respect it because I talk a lot, they said. Shout out to Christopher White. Christopher White, stick around if you want to come on. You're more than welcome to come on, right? But Africa was talking a lot. And a lot of people, because look, you know what's so funny? The YouTube community, social media community, that's all everybody does is talk. Talk. Everybody has channels, they talk. But they be mad at certain people. That's why you know the saying, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do. But man, Africa talked the talk and he goddamn it walked the walk. That one judge tried to make it seem like he wasn't walking. But shit, Pyro told you at the end of the fight he was surprised. That jab, man. If you know boxing, man, what is the saying? A right hand can make you king of the block, right? A right hand, a powerful right hand, or if you're a southpaw, a powerful left can make you king of the block. But a jab can take you around the world. And Africa has a hell of a jab. He showed it last night. Hell of a jab, man. Hell of a jab, man. That jab has got him. He's edged in history now, man. If he never does nothing else in boxing, he is a world champion. They can never take that from him. Now, the only way they can take that from him, let me go back. But they did all the testing, I believe, right? Now, if he comes up dirty or something, then they can take it. But as far as taking it, he took it in the ring last night, man. Did a good job of it, man. So shout out to him. Definitely shout out to him. That was a good card. You know, you had the what's the name? The top rank card. I'm gonna get to that too. Robesi Ramirez did a no mas, right? His big hands and 74 arm. Man, are you blue today? Look, my brother's feeling like blue. Christopher's being funny. Christopher's on his blue blood. You know, that's blue. Blue gotta, blue is blue, man. I'm leaving them guys alone, man. I'm not, listen, I'm on the stage about to make some other things happen. And I know a lot of these guys they're not who they claim they are, man. You know? It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do. But shout out to Africa and Coach Lenny. Let me run through some of their pictures real quick, man. Let me run through their pictures real quick. Because they put on last night. They hard work, perseverance, everything has paid off for those guys. Where is Coach Lenny? Coach Lenny. Oh, this might not be my page. I don't think I follow him on this page. Damn it. This isn't the Shanewz page. Yeah, here he goes right here. Here's Coach Lenny. Do I follow him on this page? Follow him. Okay. Here it is right here. Africa did his thing, man. He came in talking the talk, and look, he walked the walk. We're gonna mute it because we're not gonna let it play. Puerto Rico was rocking. There he is. He had the flag on to represent for the country. But man, he went out there and fought a good fight, man. Now a lot of people thought he was gonna hold, and he boxed, man. Look, man, there it is, right there, man. Those guys been together for a long time. So to make it to the top together, look, man, it goes Lenny. Lenny looks. But congratulations to these guys, man. Congratulations to them, man. And shout out to Africa. Africa, we won some money, man. We won some money last night. Now, my parlay did not hit, right? Now, the reason why the parlay didn't hit is because the first guy that I had on the parlay was Jaleel Hackett. Jaleel Hackett lost last night. He sustained his first career defeat as a professional. Some people are on the fence about it. Look, many people are on the fence. Look, I'm going to show you something real quick. For those of you that's over here, right? But I like the camaraderie of these young guys. Right? Look, there he is. Look, Jihad was there. Let's stop it. Jihad was right there in attendance, supporting his fellow Brooklynites. Africa, man. These guys came up together, even though Jihad is much younger. Look at Edgar. Edgar's on deck. All right. Man, front row and center. There. See, this is what I like. We know this good brother too. He said, Robbery Twin, you'll be back. Man, yes, Jaleel Hackett sustained his first look. Salute Gumbo. I see you on deck, big dog. Yes, but Jaleel Hackett, and I remember I remember chopping it up with WCS. Shout out to my guy WCS. And I was, moving around like I do, because I be moving. I'm outside. I'm not like these guys that just sit around online. They ruined that, man. They when they get these from me now, you better cherish them. Because all that, remember, I was going hard at one point doing these, like literally every single day, right? Like 5 days at least. Coming here giving you these. And I say, you know what? I had that discussion with my peoples. I said, yo, it's a waste of my time, man. I'm losing out on money. I can't be sitting around, wasting my time. Because this is a waste of my time. Because regardless of how the YouTube community receives me, I'm still going to be going to fights. I'm still going to be signing fighters. I'm still going to be working with fighters. I'm still going to be a part of different things. And I keep showing that to these clown YouTubers, right? But I say, yo, I can't keep coming here every day, wasting my time. Because when I come here, like I just said, I completed 4 orders already. 4 orders, right? So that's money that I'm leaving on the table by coming here, right? But Jaleel Hackett will be all right. Like I told WCS, I said he doesn't have head movement. That's what really got him, he was wanting to fight, but his head is on the line. He doesn't move his head. So he was getting caught with shots. And when you fight in somebody's backyard, it is gonna happen like that, man. But I thought he won the fight. I thought he did enough to win the fight. But evidently, look at the judges though. The one judge had Africa losing the fight by a big margin. Too, it wasn't even close. He had it 117 to 111. It's like, dog, what fight was you watching? You didn't even have it close. It's like, what fight was you watching? Right? That's almost like a 9-3 score, isn't that? That's 9-3, right? Some of y'all do the math real quick, man. But Jaleel will be all right. And there's a video servicing right now of Coach Kenny Ellis, right? These guys over there, and I say this respectfully, the PBC is a bunch of gimmicks, man. I can't play along with their games no more. Coach Calvin Ford and Tank Davis, they are doing what they always do. You notice anytime Tank fights, it's always some sort of a controversy dating back with Floyd Mayweather, right? Because that helps to generate the tickets or the buzz for the people to have interest into the fight. So now their new one is that Coach Calvin Ford and Tank on together. People are eating it up. I played along with it a little bit just to start shit up. But at the end of the day, Coach Calvin Ford, Derek James, Coach Kenny Ellis, these guys are all working with Tank, man. All of these guys. But what they really should talk about is the fact that the reason why the fight didn't take place in December next week was because Tank was beat up. He was assaulted. They put a hit out on him. But nobody's talking about that, right? Nobody doesn't want to talk about that. Allegedly, Tank got beat up. He got jumped. So he could not fight Lamont Roach. He got beat up. Somebody put a hit out on him. But they're not talking about that, right? Does anybody else know about that or no? You guys didn't hear about that, right? Or they don't talk about that. Yes, he got beat up. He was roughed up. Somebody put a hit out on him. Alleged, right? This is all alleged. But nobody's talking about that, man. But what they are talking about is these gimmicks to try to generate a buzz to help, for this fight. Because right now, to be honest, after these two mediocre press conferences, it's not it right now. It's not. It's not. Like right. If the fight was next week, I don't think I would go right now. What I would do is what I always do. I'll get a lot of tickets and I'll sell them. I'm a hustler. I'm gonna make my money. I don't. I listen. I went to boxing for I went to so many fights for so long, right? And I wasn't realizing. I was like, yo, I am an influencer, right? I'm like, why am I just going to be a part of the event when I am helping to generate the event? So once that clicked in my mind, I've been making money ever since. But prior to that, man, it was like, yo, everybody's making money. A lot of these people are making money, right? Especially, you know why the PBC really fell off? This ain't even in my notes, but I'm gonna give y'all the real game, right? The reason why the PBC fell off is this. When you see all those high profile, quote unquote, celebrity type of people, they don't pay for none of their tickets, right? They are getting all of these people that actually have the money, right? That really have the money to go to the fights for free. And then they try to get the people like myself and the hardworking 9 to 5 type of people. You are the ones spending your money. But meanwhile, these so-called A-list and B-list celebrities are going for free. Not only are they going for free, they're getting all type of comp. And then they expect the general public guys to pay. Now, I know this because, like I said, I'm in the game. Whether you guys want to accept it, I've been a boxing insider when it came to media. Now I'm somewhat of an executive, right? So if you guys accept it, it's on you. If not, continue to do what you do. Hopefully, this upcoming year, 2025, you will show improve because a lot of y'all have not shown improved at all yet. Yes, Chris, congratulations to Africa, man. Now, let me get to the top rank card a little bit. I think Oscar Valdez, great warrior, been around him, fought on a card. Week prior, he was in Vegas, seeing him. I think it's over for him, man. He's, but knowing Oscar Valdez, he's not going to hang it out. He's still going to keep fighting, but I think his glory days, you know what the glory days are, your better days, I think they are behind him. Neverate, like blanketing him last night, man. To the point where it was like, damn, Oscar Valdez is a warrior, man. But Navarrete like steamrolled him. Now I know Oshaki was there. Shout out to Oshaki, him and this guy, they were in there. I seen them. Good brothers, right? I know they might be trying to line Oshaki and Navarrete up. I like that matchup. Because Oshaki is a little slicker. But that goddamn Navarrete at 130 is a different type of beast, man. He's 135, he couldn't cut the mustard. You see, he went back. Right? He went right back because he's a weight bully, but we don't call it weight bullying. He makes the weight. He's different at 130. But I'm thinking that they're gonna get to him and Oshaki. But let's stick with the top rank card because the top rank card, there was a lot going on. Everybody was there. You seen Keyshawn Davis. I can speak on it now. February. MSG, Manhattan. He will be fighting for the world title. Should be a big card. February. MSG. Keyshawn Davis is fighting for the WBO title. that will definitely get him in. If Keyshawn is successful in February and becomes the WBO champion, shout out to Mark Kriegel. Mark Kriegel did the interview. You guys can check it out, right? But they kept talking about Tank. Tank is on the record of saying that Keyshawn is doing better than Shakur, or he's looking better than Shakur. Now, if Keyshawn is able to win February, he will be a legit world champion, and he will have something of value. Even though Tank says he doesn't fight for the belts and all of this, that fight will be more because with a belt, a legit belt, it gives you more status, more stats, like I like to say. So we have to just wait to see if Keyshawn is successful. And I think Tank, in all likelihood, is going to be successful against Lamont Roach. Unless, like, something crazy happens, right? Where he gets beat up again, alleged, right? They run down on him. But I don't know. He's rolling with bodyguards and shit now. So I don't know. But guess who else was in the building last night? Did you guys see this? Did you guys see it? Teofimo Lopez, the banana man, right? The guy that wants everybody to get bananas, right? But look what Tio. Did you hear Tio's list last night? Tio's list now included Jerron Boots Ennis. He wants to fight Jerron Boots Ennis at one. See what happens when you don't look like the phenom? When you don't look like the phenom, right? Because Boots did not look like the phenom against Cameron. And then you make the headlines for alleged not wanting to fight Virgil Ortiz. You get a guy, right? Teofimo Lopez called your name out prime time last night, man. Yeah, he's never campaigned at 147, but he was just that confident. He was like, I think he said Tank. Who was the name, man, for those of y'all in here? It was Bud Crawford, which he knows not going to happen. But it was Boots. I was like, damn, this guy's bold right now. He wants to beat up all the brothers. It was all brothers, right? He wants to run through the brothers. Terrence Crawford or Molly Wop, you're not, like, come on. Boots in his stuff. You want to fight Boots at 147. They probably seen something. Look, everybody's seen something now with Boots, man. Everybody's seen something. But Teofimo was there, man. Teofimo was there, man. But you know who else called Teofimo out? That's what I'm talking about him right now. Africa. Shout out to Africa. And that would be a unification fight. Now, Africa has a powerful manager. Shout out to Keith Conley. Very powerful player in the game. If anybody can make that happen, it's Keith. Right? Yes, Africa is with Matchroom. But Keith Conley, see, this is break some shit down to y'all right now, man. A lot of you guys sit on the internet, you listen to YouTube or content creators, and they want to discuss the business of boxing, but they have no business in boxing, never done no business in boxing. They want to always talk about networks and promotional companies. At the end of the day, all these guys work together, especially the managers, right? And the coaches, right? And shout out to my cousin, Buddy McGurk, right? It's only the fans, the delusional guys that really don't know what's really going on because they're programmed, right? But the managers, because you would have a manager like a Keith Conley, right? That Edgar Berlanga, that's Edgar's manager, right? That used to be Danny Jacobs' manager, right? At one point in time, Danny Jacobs was with the PBC. Then he went over to Matchroom. Then Edgar Berlanga was with Top Rank. Now he's over with Matchroom. The reason why I'm breaking this down to you is who was their manager? Keith Conley. So if Keith Conley was able to negotiate contracts for his fighters with Top Rank Edgar Berlanga. Now Edgar's with Matchroom, right? Danny Jacobs was with the PBC at one point in time, and then he went over to Matchroom. So the managers work with all the promotional companies. It's just the dumb fans that be like, oh, this side of the street, that side of the street. You niggas is dumb. Rest in peace to Kobe, man. That's why I don't even attempt to go back and forth with some of y'all, man. Because it's like pointless. Because you don't do nothing. And then you want to, I think a lot of y'all are so stupid, respectfully, right? You think by trying to downplay somebody or thinking you know something that you don't know because you're not doing nothing. If you don't do nothing, how can you tell somebody that's actually doing things and have done business? That's YouTube boxing in a nutshell. But yes, if anybody can make that happen, right? And this is why I say, because do you know who Teofimo Lopez's manager is? Right? So you guys, a lot of y'all sit on here and discuss boxing. I watched the panel a couple of days ago. Somebody sent me something because these dudes, well, one dude in particular tried to say some slick shit about me, right? Rocking my own shit, right? But I watched these guys fight for a split second and left. I'm like, you niggas always want to act like you at a table or you can make a phone call to somebody and be like, yo, man, we need to get this in play, right? But Teofimo Lopez's manager is David McWaters. David McWaters and Q Conley fuck with each other. So these two do what businessmen do and be like, yo, and they'll do that because they all are eating together. That's what this is about. See, YouTubers don't understand that because they're not eating. They don't know how to come to the table and network. They're dumb. They're dumb. Chris, you said facts. I'm cooking, Chris. But that's what it is, man. It's the truth, man. That's why I don't even. Listen. I network and build with the builders, man. The rest of these guys, I just look them over. I be like, look, another year's went by. These guys ain't go nowhere, man. They're never gonna go nowhere, man, because they're not it. They bought into the wrong system. They bought into this illusion, and then they think by fronting on people that's actually doing things, it gives them credibility. Like how? You're not doing nothing. You don't work with no fighters. You don't go to no fights. You don't have no relationships with people. And the people that you should be trying to get relationships with, you talk down on, you overlook. Listen, you think niggas that sit around on YouTube doing YouTube content really move the needle in boxing? Why? Listen, and I say this respectfully, right? It's levels to this shit, right? Blue Blood this past week talked about BLK Prime is back. Brian Norman Sr. and Greg Hackett. That's just YouTube boxing at its finest. He didn't say a Jaleel Hackett versus Brian Norman Jr., right? YouTube boxing, man. Hopefully y'all caught that sauce, man. See, I don't want to go in too much because then, people get offended. But if you know what I'm speaking on and you're somewhat common sense, you have common sense, you're not a program dummy, you're not an online crash dummy, there's real levels to this, right? But hey, what do I know, man? What do I know? But Africa and I'll tell you what, if Africa now as the IBF champion and Teofimo Lopez did come to the table and fight in New York, now you're gonna get people that's on here that do absolutely nothing in the sport, never been to a fight. They say it won't sell. Oh, are you fucking stupid? Not only will that fight sell, if they put that fight on in New York, in Brooklyn, or in Manhattan at the Garden, that fight is gonna sell just off the strength. Now you have two Brooklyn champions, right? Teofimo, his father's from Brooklyn. They moved to Florida and all that, but Africa is Brooklyn bred, right? You have two managers that are heavily connected in New York City. See, YouTube boxing will come on here and you will listen to people that base their success off having 100 people. Out of those 100 people, I say more than half of them probably don't even have employment, right? But this is who they say, well, yo, I'm successful. But they will tell you that guys, like I just said, a Keith Conley and a David McWater, whose network not only is boxing of, managing fighters, but they also are lined up with sponsors, right? They are lined up with multi-million-dollar companies, right? So we're talking apples and oranges, right? Now you will say, "Oh man, this YouTuber, he has buzz." Well, who? He has 50 people watching him. 10 of them might have employment. The other 40 are motherfuckers that's just sitting around doing absolutely nothing. So that motion, throw it over there. But now a guy who, like I said, is a multi-millionaire that moves multi-million-dollar fighters, right? Who's probably connected. Like, remember Teofimo Lopez had a Bud Light deal. How you think he got that, man? Come on, man. Like, see, y'all got me on some shit in here today, man. Teofimo Lopez had a Bud Light deal. You know who else got a Bud Light sponsorship? Xander. How do you think these guys get these things, man? How do you think these guys get these things, man? Please feel free, anybody that's in the chat that's watching, right? Because look, I'm giving y'all free mentorship right now. This is what the mentorship. Take my classes, man. I'll set you guys up, man. Set my class. Take my classes, my mentorship. But how do you think these guys get these endorsements and these sponsorships, right? How do you think that happens, man? Through networking, right? And connections, right? How do you think that happens, man? It doesn't have. Well, look, all right, I'll dumb it down for you. Yo, how come some of your favorite YouTube content creators, right? Listen to this, right? The bigger guys, the ones that you be saying is rocking and rolling. Yo, where's their sponsorships at, man? Not AdSense. I'm not talking AdSense. I'm talking like sponsorships, man. Where are these companies coming to them? Right? Well, where are they at, man? If these guys is doing all these views, I'm talking to YouTubers now. These guys that move the needles. Why aren't these companies, not even the bigger companies? I'm not like Reebok and all that. They definitely wouldn't get no shit like that. Shout out to Shakur. Shakur had the Reebok deal. But why aren't the more bigger YouTubers? Not Jake Paul. Jake Paul done took over and took off. But you see how Jake Paul and like Canelo, these guys be having Hennessy and Corona, Tecate, right? How do you think these guys line these things up, man? Do you think these companies, they be like, oh no, it's networking? You YouTube niggas don't network, man. You niggas is dumb, respectfully. Y'all base y'all success off of other bums, respectfully, man. Bums that do absolutely nothing, have nothing, grow nothing. But hey, what do I know, right? What do I know? Let me keep it boxing, right? So hopefully they can make this fight happen, right? For Africa, the sky's the limit for dude. I know Eddie Hearns was talking about Ryan Garcia and other people. I think he even alluded to Keyshawn Davis if he moves up. So my saying. Africa does have options now, man. He does have options. Shout out to Gumbo. Gumbo said facts. Man, I'm just speaking that real shit over here, man. Something a lot of these guys don't talk. But let's go back over here to IG. I jizzle, right? There goes Jihad. Look, what's this? Is that? Wait. Hold on. We talking about networking. What is that? Hold on. What's that? Oh, that's the sauce, huh? That's the sauce, man. Hmm. Look at the movement, man. Ooh, up, down, man. Oh man, look at that. That head movement, man. Oh man. Head on a swivel. Ooh, yes. Ooh. Head on a swivel. God damn. In and out like a robbery. Oh man, look at that head movement, man. Let's stop it right there. Hopefully y'all caught some of that, man. See the head movement, side to sides, and all of that, man. That guy is something right there, man. He is something. Fight date dropping soon too, man. Fight date will be dropping soon, man. If you want to get down, right? If you want to get down, the fight date will be dropping soon. Don't wait too long, though, man. Right? Don't like, don't wait, man. The more you wait, the more you just left behind, man. The more you're left behind, man. If you have merchandise, um, it's whatever, man. Don't wait too long, though, man. A lot of y'all just, yeah, it's too late for a lot of y'all anyway. And the mentorship, drop off that deposit. Um, oh look, I'm bugging here. You could drop your deposits here, man. Media marketing, mentorship classes, man, are available. They will open you up to, and look, and I say that to say this, right? I watch guys sit on the internet thinking that they can just jump on the internet and automatically, like my guy said, cut the line, right? Yeah, you cut the line. Where did you go though? Who are your connections? Right? Your connections are who? Other YouTubers like yourself. This is what you're doing. You're jumping on the phone. You're saying, "Yo, I'm going on live at 2:30. Yo, come on my panel. Yo, I'm going live at 2:30. Come on my panel." So now, look, your panel is popping with a whole bunch of niggas that what do you do? Who can you call? Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. When I look at some of these panels, look, I'm gonna get back on boxing in a second. But when I look at some of these panels, right, I'll be like, damn, all these niggas sitting up here discussing boxing. Can't one of these motherfuckers call somebody for a ticket? Can you get a ticket to the fight, motherfucker? But you sitting up here, you know all this shit. Man, you know what this guy needs to be doing and that guy needs to be doing. Can you call somebody and get a ticket? Huh? I think not. You're not going to no fights. But you know what this guy should be doing. And yeah, man, I think Shakur, man, Shakur, he needs to get a publicist and this, that. Can you call somebody and get a ticket? But you know what a multi-million-dollar fighter who has an endorsement deal with Reebok needs to be doing. I think you need to be trying to do what you telling him he needs to be doing. Just saying, man. I'm just saying because you let a guy like myself, right? And I'm gonna use me, right? Nobody watched me on YouTube. Nobody wanted to support me on YouTube, but yet I've been a part of countless sponsorships, you know? I've been a part of countless fight camps. I've been a part of countless deals. How, right? Because I don't base my success off of, yo, I'm going live at 2:30. You want to jump on? What we going to talk about? None. We just going to be online. We ain't even going to be doing nothing, man. You be at your crib, I be at my crib. We just sitting online. Maybe you could roll something up. I'ma roll something up. I'ma just sit online and talk, gossip. I bet. That's why you niggas ain't getting nowhere, man. But this is the Source Experience, the news. My shout out Media Marketing Management Consulting Service. Yes, congratulations to Rafael Espinoza too. He defeated Robesi Ramirez. And yo, he did get elbowed, but his eye kind of swelled up from a punch. I think he kind of fucked the eye socket up. Gumbo, you laughing at me? Just saying, Gumbo. These guys, yo, another year's in the bag, man. These guys have they need to pack it in, man. Hey, they need to just pack it in. A lot of these guys, man, and the ones that call themselves being successful. Look, the success level was this, right? They get dudes to turn into doges and crash dummies, right? Because if you look at these guys that sit around and organize stagnation lives, right? Add all of them up together. I guarantee you they have not been to more than 5 fights. They're the PBC. The PBC put on five shows this year? That's these guys, man. Ask them how many fights they went to this year. They'd be like, yo, I ain't go to one. How? How you didn't go to one fight, but you can organize a sit down online debate? Yeah, you can sit online for 3 hours with no motion. Do you know how much money? Look, I told y'all, look, right here, look. Yeah, I did 4 orders. 4 orders. It wasn't even 3 hours. Look, 4 orders in less than 3 hours. Motherfuckers sit online for 3, 4 hours, right? I could have drove upstate New York and the time that some of these guys sit around making a move. These guys sit online. No motion. No boxing growth. Right? For hours. And then you know what they say afterwards? Yo, that was a hell of a cook. What the fuck did you cook? What did you cook? You ain't cook a motherfucking thing, man. What did you cook? What did you accomplish? Nothing. Well, hey, what do I know, man? What do I know, y'all? Happy Sunday, though, man. You know, hopefully next year you guys will get there. You know, fight day dropping soon. Yo, Jihad, man, shout out to you down there in Puerto Rico. Boricua. Boricua. Right? Africa coming back to the city a champion, man. A champion. They probably, yo, Lenny was down there. Because, you know, that's where the rum factory's at. Bacardi rum. Man, they probably got right. And rightfully so. They earned it, man. They earned it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put the link out in a second. Yo, CW, if you're still in here, you want to jump on, let me know. I'll send you the link. You can pop on. Because, like, I'm pretty much done with my topics. You know, a lot that I spoke about is transpiring. Keyshawn Davis will be fighting for a world title in February. So somebody already told y'all that, man. Right? February. I wonder how that happened, man. Shout out to Mark Kriegel. Great interview. Great interview. And it looks like they are trying to get Keyshawn and Tank in the ring. And I think, listen, not for nothing, right? I'll say this, right? I know everybody wants to see Shakur, but I don't think Shakur, right? I know Shakur's over there with Matchroom and Eddie. And I think that if they, right, what did Mark Kriegel say, right? For those of y'all that don't know, didn't Mark Kriegel say that Keyshawn Davis's peoples was already in talks with whose peoples? Tank Davis's peoples? That's how it works, right? I don't think they really, when it comes to like Top Rank and PBC, they did a lot of business, right? They did Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford, even though Terrence Crawford left, but Earl Spence, right? and Terrence Crawford, right? But before Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence fought, who did fight Terrence Crawford when Terrence Crawford was with Top Rank from the PBC? Sean Porter. So they did do the business. You see what I'm trying to show to you? Then you have Wilder, Fury, right? He did do the business, right? Now Shakur Stevenson left. Keyshawn Davis is looking like he's his replacement, right? They're pushing Keyshawn. Wouldn't you think that Top Rank would definitely try to spite Shakur for leaving, right? So they're gonna push for who? Their guy, Keyshawn Davis. Then they just say that Keyshawn was already in talks, or his peoples was in talks with Al Heyman, Keyshawn's manager. Watch the playback, man. Instead of watching YouTubers, like I said, that don't do nothing. Listen to the actual players, man. Mark Kriegel gave y'all the game last night, man. Y'all wasn't, and it just went over y'all heads, right? If y'all was watching that fight, Mark Kriegel told y'all what's in motion already, man. He told y'all what was in motion, man. He told y'all, man. But y'all gonna sit up here and go with the dumb narratives, right? Just like Shakur this and Shakur that, right? Y'all gonna go with the dumb narratives. It's like Coach Calvin and Tank. They trying to generate a buzz to get this fight rocking, right? But listen to what the players are saying. Mark Kriegel said that Keyshawn Davis, who was about to fight for a world title, right? Who just headlined, Keyshawn just headlined the card, right? And that's all he's talking about, right? In his home state, Norfolk, the 7, right? Did close to $1 million gate, they are saying, and 10,000 plus, right? Now he's about to fight for a world title in 13 fights? And we're at the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. So he's getting the what we like to call in the business the push. He's on the bench right now. You know how you be on the bench? They like a push. He's on the bench. He's getting the push. Right? He's getting the push. He's getting the push. So why wouldn't Keyshawn and Tank fight? Right? Especially, who did Tank say? The young boy looking even better. Right? What did Tank say? Tank said the young boy, Keyshawn, he look even better. It's like they don't want to fight Shakur. You know? But we just wait to see, man. It's all talk, man. It's all talk, right? It's all talk and speculation. But hey, what do I know, right? What do I know, man? You know, this is the Source Experience, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the fights, though, last night, man. It was good. Good fights, man. And not for nothing, the what's the name fight was on YouTube. We could watch it right now, but I know that when you pull up certain things, they flag your channel. Let's get my good brother CW in here. CW, what is going on, good brother?
Man, good morning, good Sunday, man.
Yes,
I
happy
was just
Sunday.
you said Keyshawn is talking to the team of Davis.
Yes. Did you watch the fights last night?
I only watched one, man. I only watched the
Yeah. Well,
Richardson, man.
Mark Kriegel interviewed him. He interviewed Keyshawn Davis, and he was spilling the tea last night. He was, saying about certain stuff that's going on, that's in play, right now. And he was saying how Keyshawn Davis, he brought up Keyshawn Davis's manager. And
Oh, okay.
that's how fights are made through the managers, right?
Absolutely.
Keyshawn Davis's manager is in talk with who? Call Al. Call Al. So, so Al and Keyshawn's manager are talking. And I wonder what they're talking about. Because who is Taker always thanking? Al, right? I like to thank
Yeah.
Al Heyman. I like to thank Al. 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 Thank you, Al. Nobody sees Al. I like to thank you, Al. Al, where's
Yeah.
Al at? But yeah, so we just have to wait to see. Davis Rose Davis, man.
And then
Dave,
what you think? You think the fight with Shakur and Davis going to happen if it has to, right? They going to.
nah, I think right now, Shakur left Top Rank. He's over there with Matchroom. He's getting good money. They're kind of salty right now, man. Shakur walked away from $15 million, and he's getting big money over there with the Turk. They're kind of mad right now. You
You
know,
mean Top Rank, right?
yeah, yes, exactly. They're mad. So you know how that goes. They're gonna block fights. They're gonna
That's
do
like
whatever
they.
they're gonna do whatever they have to do to block certain fights. And if
I
that is
got you.
pushing their guy, who is Keyshawn Davis, ahead of the line, that's what they're gonna do.
That sucks,
Yeah, that's what they're gonna do. You
man.
know. And
I
who
didn't want.
who? Go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, go ahead. Sounds my bad.
Nah, I said who you think is gonna do business first? Bob or Top Rank and Al or PBC or PBC and Eddie Hearn? Who do you think they're gonna go to the table with first?
Um, I think Top Rank going to do business first. They try to block. They already did it before. Let's say it like that, because when Shakur got mad because Lomo wanted to fight Tank. Remember that? So that was salty as well. So I see the play too. So
Yeah.
you're right about that, Sauce.
And then it's like you can't use Turkey Al Sheik because now you see Turkey Al Sheik fucks with everybody. Well, y'all season is part of everybody. Other than the PBC. Well, the PBC, they just auction off their fighters. But as far as like Matchroom, Golden Boy, and Top Rank, they all have dealings with Turkey Al Sheik.
Yeah.
But go ahead. What was you gonna say, Chris? Go ahead. You got the floor.
I wanted to talk about the fight, Africa fight last night, man. It was beautiful. To me, it was beautiful boxing. He kept that awkward guy in the middle of the ring,
Yeah.
and he used that jab, yeah, beautiful jab, and then that straight right. You're right, Sauce.
Yeah.
That's why I say you was cooking, man. And but his corner told him, man, hey man, you need to turn it up. You don't know if you losing by 4 rounds or not. And he
Yo,
did turn it up,
yeah,
huh?
he was right though. Look at that one judge's score, man. That one judge score had him losing 9-3. That one
Oh man.
judge. So he was right. Lenny and them was right, man. You can't leave it in the judge's hands. Look at Jaleel Hackett. Jaleel Hackett, they did him kind of shisty, man. You can't you,
Man.
you can't leave it in the judge's hand. But Africa got the world fucked up right now. Cause remember, Africa talked mad shit this week.
He
I see.
did.
I watch so many content creators, right? Because what he said about Devin Haney being overrated, and he was talking about, yo, they went at him hard. They was praying and praying that he lost. They wanted him to lose so bad, so they could have shitted on him. Now half of these guys don't even want to report on it. They don't want to report on it now. Because Africa went out there and turned up, man. And now Africa has options.
Absolutely. He a champion now.
Oh,
And then,
yes.
um, I don't want to talk about Lopez, man. I'm not giving him no more shine, man. He
Yeah, well,
always
he
want
was
to pop out.
he was at the top ranked fights, man. He called out Boots and Terrence and Tank Davis. That was his list. Mark Kriegel asked him, yo, if you could have three guys, what would it be? It was Boots, Tank Davis, and Terrence Crawford, I think. Yeah. We can look. Matter of fact, let me see if I can look it up right now. I'm pretty sure somebody has it up here.
He ain't getting no shine from me. That nigga, he'll lose all 3 of those fights. So I don't care. He suck. And I ain't gonna say he suck. I ain't gonna say that. But he ain't. He
But
don't like
what he got
smart
going?
fight.
What he got going for him right now is he's with Canelo. Canelo's
Yeah,
trainer's training him now, so that might help him out, man. He has muscle behind him, right? He has a little bit of leverage. He has a little
yeah.
bit of leverage. So, but he was
Above
at the
him and right.
fights last night. He
I'm
was at the
surprised.
fight. Here it is, right here. Well, we can play this. I know Top Rank ain't gonna flag me, right? Top Rank will not flag me, right? Check this out. Let's play this real quick. This is what I was talking about. Let you watch it and listen to this, and then we'll react to it. All right?
Okay.
I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna let it play a little bit and stop it. That way we don't really get flagged. But I know Top Rank won't flag me. But this is what I was talking about last night. You can hear it.
Nope.
Get
This is
excited, it's
education
gift
purpose.
season. Sephora at Kohl's covered. First from Urban Decay, the all-nighter settings duo set.
You hear it?
I
Teofimo,
can hear it
welcome.
now.
Thank you for being here. You're working with Eddie Reynoso right now.
Okay, all right. You see what he said? Look, I'm gonna stop it right there because we're gonna just this how they don't flag you. You heard what he told him, you see? That's why you gotta listen. Shout out to my man Mark Kriegel. Mark Kriegel is like the source on steroids. You see, Mark Kriegel gave the game plan already, right? Right off the rip. What did he say? You're working with Eddie Reynoso, letting him know, like, yo, you got muscle now. You got some muscle behind you, right? You're working with Canelo with
Yeah.
Eddie Reynoso. Look, I'm gonna bring it back, Chris. Look, this is coaching
Okay.
right here. Look.
Yeah, I know that Teofimo, welcome. Thank you for being here. You're working with Eddie Reynoso right now. Now, I know that you and your dad have your ups, your downs, but you're a package deal. How did this come about?
Well, it's good to be here in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona, AZ. And just going to that question, really, my father, he intended that I needed something,
I needed something. Did you catch that right there? Look, they
caught
ran
that.
for reinforcements. They got backup. Well, you got backup, huh, bitch? Right? You ran and got reinforcements. I needed something, right? I needed something, right? That's why you gotta listen, man. Pay attention to the players, not these YouTube niggas debating about nothing, right? These niggas sit online
Absolutely.
debating about nothing, right? He just gave you some gems right there. But let's continue on.
maybe it could have been just a different change. I need some fire, maybe some motivation from other champions, or just being around a different environment. And I think my father, he gravitated towards Eddie Reynoso. And I think that it was a great decision on his part. I'm always going to respect my father, and I'm always going to go off of his decision, not based on what people want.
Right.
Now, did you see that? Right. Let's stop it again, Chris. Did you catch that? What he
Got
just
it.
said that his father signed off. Right. His father signed off. So this wasn't Tio saying, "Yo, Dad, I'm kicking you out the whip."
Right.
Yo, Dad, I don't want you to coach me no more. This was his father saying, yo, you need to get over there with them. You need to get over there with them. With Eddie and Canelo. Canelo was the man. Well, let's listen, Mark.
And I think that it came to a conclusion where we just said, okay, I think that you feel like I need like that fire again from the Magdaleno fights, from the Mason Bernard fights, from the coming up, right? It's a lot different when you're coming up and when you're already there. So I think that just all those things and all those things, they're working out the way they are now. And but don't ever forget, to all the people out there in the world listening, dynamic duo, me and my father.
I know that, and that's why I think it was such a big step. Like, you got to be big to go to get help from somebody.
I think, well, look, my father has done a great job thus far, despite everything that people want to express. Listen, two-time undisputed, really in my terms, but for everybody, two-time linear world champion and
Stop it. He's just made a valid point. Even though T.O. is kind of an asshole right now, he just did make a valid point. His father, Junior, as I like to call him, Senior, right, has guided the ship to, yes, to basically defeating two undisputed champions, because Josh Taylor was an undisputed champion.
Yeah.
But T.O. did not become undisputed because he had lost some of those belts being vacated and shit like that. But he has defeated two perennial, basically undisputed guys under the tutelage of his dad, Senior, Junior, the wild guy. You know, Junior's wild. If you know Junior, he's a wild one, right? But he's making valid points there. Even though right now, T.O., you are a motherfucking asshole. Ain't no bananas. Right. Ain't no bananas coming over here, brother.
7-time world champion. That alone with my father, just alone coming up from that. You know, to add someone of that type of level, right? Like Eddie Reynoso, trainer of the year as well. You know, I got 2 trainer of the years that are going to be in my corner the next fight.
How is it going to work? Your dad's still a head coach.
Yeah, that will be obviously discussed between us and once we get officially into a fight camp. Yep.
I heard that Eddie Reynoso said, when you are right,
yep,
nobody can beat you. Are you right?
I'm right, man. It's the holidays. What you mean? Of course I'm right, man. Somebody order me some coquito, too, while you at it.
Man, to stop it. I had to stop it right there. It's looking like the demons of his father are in him. He wanted some coquito. That's alcohol there, brother. You're trying to get your sip on, huh? The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, huh? You want to get your sip on, huh? You're like your dad, huh? You want to get ripped, huh? But no, you heard what he said. When he is right, can't nobody really fuck with him. So maybe he's thinking Eddie Reynoso, Canelo being around them is going to tighten him up. Because you know one thing I can say about them, right? They run a tight ship. That's why they did not like Ryan Garcia. And where did Ryan Garcia skip off to? To the rehab center. Derek James.
Yeah.
He went to Fiends Anonymous, right? Because you know Derek is cool with that, with the junkies, right? But you see Eddie Reynoso and them, they wasn't with that shit. They're like, yo, fam, they was on their Kobe. Like, yo, we don't do that lazy shit. You know, if you don't expect greatness out of yourself, we don't want you around here, man. Get the fuck from around here. He said, all right, I'm leaving. I'm going over there to Fiends Anonymous. World-class boxing, Taj Mahal. And got high. He went to the right place. But go ahead, Chris, before I play some more of this audio. Because I'm going to get to
but you know.
Go ahead.
Okay. Go ahead. My bad.
No, you got to go ahead.
I was about to say, but the Canelo camp, you know, T.O., don't be caught up with that positive test, man. Eat that Mexican meat. You better be careful.
They do what they do over there, man. The tainted meat, huh?
Yeah.
The tainted cows down there, right? Those cows are tainted, right? They got some different type of cows on their cattle ranch over there. Yeah, great point, Chris. See, look, Chris is on point on these guys.
You know what I'm saying? When you're ready for business.
Yeah. No, I think that it's great. I think that's why my father pushed on the Eddie Reynoso. I need that. Listen, a lot of people don't quite understand how this thing goes, man. We go to the top, achieve the mountains, achieve it again and again, and eventually you get kind of bored, you know, and you can't have that in this game.
I sense something with your dad really trying to be a better coach, better father. What's going on?
Life as we know it is what goes on, you know, and I think that really is just a communication. I'm a father now myself, so I think it's just the understanding the common ground that I think we didn't know.
Man, I want to stop it right there. Great, valid point. See how Mark Kriegel, shout out to Mark Kriegel, the OG. Mark Kriegel is just walking him through this, right? Did you see how Mark Kriegel just set that up? and Tiafimo just caught the alley-oop and slam dunked it. He said, your dad is basically getting out the way. He's not all in the videos, dancing, all on the internet and the interviews, shaking, right? He's getting out the way. He's moving over, allowing you to grow, getting out the way. Maybe some of these other dads that like to be all in the video, all in the interviews, or listening to what Mark Krieger was saying to Teofimo Lopez. But hey, what do we know, Chris? Yachty.
As young kids growing up, we always felt like we understood more than our parents, but in reality, we never did. So I think that it's just me humbling myself, really, and just letting my father really be that wing for me so I could take on greater heights and to add that onto my arsenal with the Canelo team.
I also feel like your dad's growing too.
Yeah, hey, my father, he just turned 56, and happy belated birthday to you, Mark Krieger. Hey, but I think we're only old when we pass away, but that's mine. But other than that, I think that it's just with wisdom. It takes time, everybody.
Last time we spoke, we were talking about fighting 4 times a year, probably going up against Brian Norman at the Garden.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? Where are we now?
Where are we now? That's a very good question. A lot of people really want to know. And for me right now, it's just all about just listening to my team, letting things play out the way they need to. And hopefully, I think that before the closing of this year, we should have a fight lined up for the beginning of 2025.
Love to see that. Devin Haney, a lot of talk about you and him.
Yep.
How much of a negotiation was there, wasn't there? What happened, what didn't happen?
Well, not sure if I can get real deep into it, but I'm Teofimo, and I'm just that guy that takes over and really breaks a lot of rules. That's just my thing, though. 45-55 split, I think as a world champion, someone that is the king of the division at 140 pounds, junior welterweight division, I think that the 10% is not a bad stake, and that's just an offer. Everybody, if you're interested.
Let's stop it right there, Chris. Now, you heard what he said. 45-55, 10% split, right? You see these guys, these Bill Haney guys, they was on here talking some other shit, right? This is why I say, did Devin make a statement yet? Devin needs to come out and make a statement now. I don't want to hear from guys that are designed to be crash dummies.
Absolutely.
Via Blue Blood, BFTV, all these other guys. Like, no. Teofimo Lopez just sat on ESPN and said what he said. 55-45 split, right?
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to hear, I talked to Bill and Bill said this. And no, Bill and Devin need to come to the streets now, right? That's what they call the YouTube, the street. Come to the streets and debunk this, what this man just said. Right? I don't want to hear from YouTube Comedy Central. I don't want to hear from YouTube Promotions. I just heard Teofimo Lopez debunk some shit that YouTube Promotions already put out. So the ball is in Bill Haney and Devin's court right now. Who's lying right now?
People notice in the boxing game of business, everything comes to counter offers. And then that's when we get to play the ball. Lately, right now, we've been throwing offers. Todd DeBuff, Bob Arum, Jeremy as well. We all have been coming together as a unit with Top Rank and ESPN and just trying to really push the needle.
That would be Jeremy Kogel, Top Rank's lawyer.
Yes, Top Rank lawyer. Yeah, thank you to elaborate that.
But you've been out there trying to get some business.
We're trying. I think at the end of the day, I need a fight. I need a freaking fight, man.
We need to see you fight.
Let's stop it again. He put it out there again. See, but these guys come on YouTube and have their Crash Dummies say all other things. When are they going to debunk what he just said? That look, the thing I like about this interview with Mark Krieger, he's throwing the names out there. Todd DeBuff right now is definitely in charge over there at Top Rank. That is Bob Arum's son-in-law. Bob is 90-something years old. Then he threw the lawyer's name in there. Chris, did you catch that?
Caught that.
He threw the lawyer's name, right? Jeremy, that's the lawyer. Now, you know why you would throw the lawyer's name in there? Because the lawyers is the ones that's dealing with these terms. You know the terms because it's not a contract. It's a term. The offers.
Yeah.
But you know he's putting the professional peoples out there. He's not saying, "Oh yeah, Bill told Blue and BF." Who the fuck is Bill and Blue and what do they do? Right? Yeah, is Blue drawing up the terms? Right. This man told you the lawyers that's drawing up the terms in the office, and he also told you the CEO, Todd DeBuff. See, that's why I don't fuck with these old YouTube ass niggas, man. These old job turkey ass niggas, man. But they gotta debunk this shit real quick, man. Because T.O. Marquego's throwing some fire darts out there, man.
Yeah, no, but I need a fight. I need a guy that's gonna fight. Like I need someone that has the skill levels. If you guys are saying you're the best, fight the best. This is the narrative now in boxing that I'm starting to see. They're trying to distinguish and take away the true arsenal of boxing, and that is a champion, world champion. Why is it that we're called world champions, but yet we got guys that are social media champions, right, on the platforms, and they're getting
talking about that
hard.
Let me ask you a question. What was wrong? Hold up. What was wrong?
You know why? I'm gonna tell you why, Mark. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's so much harder now to become a world champion than it is to be a famous fighter.
Okay. What was the matter with Brian Norman? Because I thought that was a hell of a fight.
Well, Brian Norman, I don't know what really even got into it. I don't even think we even got to talks with them. But right now we got offers. Right now we're trying to.
Let me stop it. Did you catch that, Chris?
Yeah, I think he lying on that one though.
Did you catch that? Well, they got to come out and his father stays on social media. He needs to answer that. He said that the Brian Norman situation, they didn't even get to go to the table. So the father they need to address this. You're out here about to have a fight. Shout out to you and your fight over there at BLK Prime. But I think we need some answers on this. Tiafimo sat up here on ESPN. Mark Kriegel asked him what happened with the Brian Norman situation. He said that you guys didn't even want to come to the table, basically. What's up with that, man? What's up with that? So when he gets on Millie City and all these other platforms, the Boxing Voice, these guys need to start asking these type of questions. Later for all of the love and hip hop type shit and the messy shit. No, ask these boxing questions, man. Because this man sat on ESPN last night throwing darts.
Even give interesting deals on top of that, like 2-fight deals, so that we could make things intriguing for the other opposition.
So you're saying, if I have this right,
yeah,
that 55-45 wasn't an acceptable split to the Haney's? Is that?
I don't know. Okay. Basically, what I got back from Jeremy and my lawyer, Greg, look, I think that what I got back from it was that they never responded. We waited a whole week.
So listen, we want to see you fight. I think everybody wants to see you fight.
Yeah.
If you could wave a magic wand, really, who do you want?
Let me see. Jaron Ennis Boots, Javante Davis, and finish with Terrence Crawford. Fuck yeah. Sorry for my language.
Man, we don't need to watch no more of this. That's what I was just waiting for, that part right there. I thought I heard that right. I just wanted to make sure. He said Boots Ennis, Javante Tank Davis, and Terrence Crawford, if he could wave a wand. But prior to that, we got to get some, clarification from the Haneys and also the Normans.
That's right.
He said that the Haneys was sent an offer. They didn't come back with a counter offer or nothing. Now, like I said, you have the YouTube Crash Dummy crowd. They, putting out content like, man, this shit, fuck these niggas respectfully. They do absolutely nothing in boxing besides push rumors and lies and all this other bullshit. This man sat on a major network platform and said names of lawyers and CEOs of the companies and shit that he was trying to do. Now, Brian Norman Sr., you're going to be on Millie City or Coach Malachi or, the Boxing Voice. Address what he said about y'all. And that's an in-house thing. Y'all are both for top rank. Address that. Why would he say that you guys, because that was the rumor mill that Brian Norman and Tio was supposed to fight, but remember Tio didn't want to fight on a Friday or some shit, so that kind of
Yep.
fell through. But this guy said that y'all didn't even want to come to the table.
Damn. Yeah.
To the table, man. But I'm glad we listened to that, Chris. What's your take on that, though, Chris? Because I know you said you didn't see it, so you got a chance to watch it now. He was talking spicy last night, man.
When he said with the Bill Haney with the 55-45, I'm trying to figure out because when Bill Haney and Haney fought, Devin Haney, they fought Ryan Garcia. I think that was the split with Ryan and them. So if they want to fight, they take it. They took it before. Why would they take it now? You know what I mean?
Great question, man. Hopefully they heard that. In all likelihood, they will. They would have heard that, and we get some answers, man. Because this shit is like, to me, like YouTube boxing is just goofy. But it's like when you go on the TVs, right? Because that's what this was on TV, and put it out there. Fuck you. YouTube to me is a bunch of niggas and bitches just gossiping. Right? Oh, yo, yeah, my sources, Bill told me this, Bill told me that. Well, Tiafimo sat on ESPN and threw the lawyers out there that draw these shits up and said that you guys did not respond to the offer. They waited a whole week. You didn't respond to the offer. And then he said Brian Norman and them didn't even come to the table, man. Like, what is going on out here, man?
Yeah, we do need answers with that one. Sounds you right.
We need answers, man. See, I was saving that, man. I'm glad you came on. And me and you could break this down together. Because I think if I would have broke it down by myself, they would have tried to ignore it. But how can you ignore this when this is what this man said? I didn't make this up.
Right.
I'm not making this up, man. Right? What we're doing right now is real journalism. You listen to what Mark Kriegel asked him and talked to him about, and you heard what he said. So now we need these guys. Not like I said, I don't want to hear the fucking Crash Dummy crew. I don't want to hear none of these niggas, man, because these niggas don't do nothing in boxing, man. I want to hear from the players, man. Shout out to Brian Norman Sr. You are a player. Shout out to Bill Haney. You are a player. Another player came on ESPN and stated some shit, man. You guys are always on social media. Address what this dude said about y'all, man.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear from the Crash Dummies, man. Because he didn't call no Crash Dummies. He called out the players. He didn't say, yo, go to Punch Drunk TV and all. No, he's called out the players, man.
He sure did. And then he said, I think he said the same thing what Boots' daddy said, stop going to YouTube.
Word.
Come talk to me.
Come talk to me. Yeah. That's why I said, man, Chris, you are cooking today, man. You are cooking. That was the 1 hour, 18-minute mark. Chris, that was the gauntlet shot right there, man. Stop going to YouTube and come to me. These niggas like coming on YouTube though, bro.
I didn't want to tell you about Lopez though. He want to fight. He said Boots, Tank, and Terrence Crawford, right?
Yeah. If he had the magic wand, that's a wish list. That's what you heard when Mark Kriegel's ill. Mark Kriegel diced that up nice. You gotta pay attention. He said if you had a magic wand or a genie, you know what I'm saying? 3 wishes. That was his 3 wishes. Well, go ahead, Chris.
I'm just saying, who did he lose to?
George Gambosis, man.
But he said if he's focused, nobody can beat him, right?
Nobody could beat him. Yeah, that's his words.
So I don't believe you, T.O., because when Terrence Crawford is at his best, you ain't gonna beat him. When Boots is at his best, you ain't gonna beat him. And then when Tank is on his best, you ain't gonna beat him. So you go ahead and keep on wishing, brother.
Yeah, Terrence Crawford to knock him out, man. The other two, you know, they have a chance, but I don't see him beating them either, right? But we don't know about Boots right now. Boots, after watching that interview of him in the parking lot, I just don't know where he's at mentally right now. I didn't watch the whole shit, the YSM interview, but I just didn't like what I was getting from him, energy wise, and everything was just off for me with him. So I don't really know where he's at mentally. Maybe this big contract and deal that he got, fighting at home, and the pressure might be getting to him, man. The lights are bright, man. He has to live up to being the phenom. Remember, he's the phenom. He's the phenom.
Yeah. I thought he was honest though. Sounds like
he was. Yeah, he was. He can't hide no more, man.
He said,
can't hide. Go ahead.
He said he didn't listen to his dad. He would want to do his own thing in there.
Yeah,
it's kind of, it's a sign that, his dad. I know his dad told him some bullshit, some things, but I did hear him say, you know what you got to do, but he didn't want to, he looking out in the crowd. I'm like, what you doing, bro? Like, so.
The lights was bright, man. There was a lot going on, man. Fighting at home is a lot of pressure. And then now, like that's why I can't wait to see with Africa. He's the man now, bro. He's the man. He's the world champion. It's a lot of pressure comes with that, man. A lot of pressure. You are the hunted. You go from being the hunter to the hunted. He's the hunted right now, man. Everybody's gunning for Africa right now, man.
Let me ask you a question, Sauce. Then you think it'll be a good fight with if Gary Russell brother and Africa get down after he wins his fight?
I think if he's supposed to be fighting Ryu on the Tank Davis undercard, that'll be a hell of a fight because Africa never beat him in the amateurs, man.
Oh wow!
Never beat Antoine. That'd be a great fight, man. They have a lot of history. All of these guys, Tiafimo, Boots Ennis, all of them, man. But Boots is at a weight class higher than them. But like Tio, Africa, and Gary Antoine Russell, they all in the same 140.
Yeah.
And then you add Devin in the mix, right? But we don't know what's up with Devin right now either.
Yeah.
I did see him going at Jaleel Hackett. That kind of to me was like, well, why are you even getting at him? Like he's a young contender prospect. You're on a bigger level than him. But he got at him on Twitter and shit. I seen that. I started to talk about it, but I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about it. I was like, nah. Because this right here, I had to talk about this. I was going to do a video on it. I might even still edit this clip and put it out as a video. Because we can't get flagged for it because we stopped it. Shout out to, my team, everybody that's helping me with this, knowing how to do this more so they can't flag us when we speak on other content because it's for educational purposes only.
Yeah.
Because I got a million haters on this internet, man. These guys are nervous, man. These guys, look, they don't watch me, Chris, but goddamn it, they be reporting my channel like a motherfucker, man.
You be right on the ball though, man. You be right on the ball. They don't want that to come out. They be talking that gibberish out there. They don't want to talk that real talk. And you hit it right on the ball. You be cooking. You tell them, man, nah, bro. You guys ain't doing nothing, man.
They ain't though, man. I'm just being honest, man. This is a whole nother year that went by, man. I ain't see these guys do anything, man. It's like my man said, bust a move, man. Bust a move, man. They ain't busting no moves, man. It's like, damn. And that's why they be feeling some type of way, Chris. Because, you know, I be busting moves, man. Like, y'all niggas ain't busting moves, man. Like, you can't be mad. Like one thing about me, when I wasn't in the game, I was never mad at the guys that was in it. I said, yo, I'm gonna get there. Like Charlo told Danny Jacobs, I'll get there. I was like, yo, I'm gonna get there. But when I get there, it's up. Like, it's up, man. And if you're not getting there, by all means, stay in your motherfucking lane. Do not talk to somebody that's in the lane, man. You're not even in the game. You're not even in the game. You're not even in the stands. Like, how dare you? Right? I'm on my Kobe, man. I'm on my Kobe. What did Kobe say that video I put out, man? Kobe said, yo, I'm gonna crush you and then make you reconsider your professionalism. Like, that's what I do. Like, yo, I'm gonna crush you. Like, get off the fucking court, man. Why are you out here? Why are you out here? Right? You have no business being out here. Get out of here. For real, man. Like, Kobe was absolutely right with that. That's why I love that shit, man. Like, yo, there's lanes for a reason. If that's not your lane, get the fuck out of there, man. Like, what are you doing, man? But you got the floor, Chris. Go ahead, man. We cooking, man.
But yeah, man, like I like that other video you put out with the you need a I don't say leader, it was a damn, what was that word? You know, a brother could, you know, in the game, he could teach you the game, you know.
Oh yeah. Shout out to that's my guy. Shout out to Bros Man Brewster. I used his audio because I was like, man, that shit was fire. Basically, what he was saying is like, he's like, how can you front on somebody, right? That's doing it, right? You need to link up. That's what I did, right? When I was trying to make the transition, right? And I was like, yo, you know what? I need these people to take me more serious. I started linking up with the serious people, asking them questions, getting with them, right? And then you just see how my shit just started matriculating and flipping, right? But that's what I'm saying to, like, don't be like these old crash dummy bum niggas sitting on pounds for 4 hours, never covered a fight, never covered a media event, but gonna tell somebody that not only I have, but my children have now, how to rock and roll. It's like, nigga, all you do is sit around getting drunk, high, talking. You're not even producing, but you're telling somebody that's producing, not only him, but now producing his children's work, how to do this. It's like, man, kick rocks, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Go do something, man. Have my man say, yo, Swim, go snatch a purse or something. And Carlito's way. Go snatch a purse, man.
All right.
Yeah, man, but shit is out of control, man. Because you know that other guy tried to disrespect me and tell me I was unsuccessful. But he doesn't leave his fucking living room. You know, like, dude, when you coming outside, man?
Yep, I'm outside.
When are you coming outside? Having online debates for hours is not outside, man. And like I told him, I'll debate you at a fight. If I see you at a fight, because I'm accessible at the fights. You see my content. I move around. I get it in with the real fans and supporters. So if I see you and you want to debate something, we could debate. Because if I see you in the streets and you want to debate something and I feel threatened, you know how it's going to go. you know how it's going to go. So your best bet is to see me at a fight and want to debate me. Because if you see me in traffic and I feel like you're threatening me and some of you guys threw threats at me, I'm going to do like my man Joe Dini would say. He was looking for trouble. He was looking for trouble. Yeah. These dudes be acting like they be looking for trouble, man. They be online. That's why I say all the time to dudes, do not come online and tell somebody you have a problem with me or this, that, and the third. Because now it's like, who do you work for? What are you really trying to do? Right? Because this is just talking. We're talking boxing. You know, how do you have a problem with me for talking boxing when I actually do boxing? So what is your real intentions here? What's your real feelings? Right? Do you have an issue with me? Do you have an issue with me? Because if you have an issue with me, we can get to it. You know how I tell them all the time, quick, come to the gym.
Yeah.
Come to the gym. I'm in the gym. If you have an issue, come to the gym. You know, they don't want to come to the gym. Because if you come to the gym, we can get in the ring if it's a real issue. And I'll make an example out of you, brother. You know, I'll make an example out of you. I still want to see if my shit's just sharp after being around my nephews all the time. But I just do it the right way now. I'm not gonna, like Timothy Bradley said, right? I'm not gonna go out in the streets and beat somebody up so I can get locked up, right? Why would I do that? Why would I let you trick me out my spot? But if you come to the gym and we can fight in the gym, right?
Yeah.
You know you don't want to do that because I'm gonna punch you in your liver and you're gonna fold up. How did Joe Dean say? You're gonna be like that. You know?
It kind of remind me of I think he got game when Denzel hit that nigga in his throat.
Yeah, he said, "What you say, son? What you say?" Broke his ass up. But then you see, right? Look, when he did that, Denzel had to get low, man, because he was going to get locked up. He was going to get locked up. He had to get low, right? That's what these guys be trying to do, man. I learned that, Chris. I learned that, man. That's why I like rocking with you, my man Gumbo, WCS, all the official dudes, man. These other dudes that be trying to trick you and get you out your spot, I don't fuck with them, man. I'm on my Kobe, man. Them niggas is dumb. Like you know, they make me feel dumb. Like, see, sitting here having this conversation with you is educating, man. Like these niggas is dumb, man.
Yeah, me too, man. A lot of boxing talk and you know, because I know you the plug. Like I tell everybody, you the plug, man. Sure, niggas don't want to listen.
Nah, they listening. They just don't want to accept it. They're mad because a lot of them secretly, like I said, they went against the grain, and it's cool. Like you know, my saying, you do have options, but at the end of the day, when my options is continuing to work year after year, and like I said, I still don't see you guys getting off the bench. Like when are you going to get off the bench? You know, like my kids is piling up stats now, man. Coach Reed, the CEO, Nasaya. So it's like, what are y'all talking about, man?
I see Coach Dream. She keeping her hands nice and sharp. I see that. She
send her blood, man. You know, Coach Reed is a warrior, man. You know, she's in the gym more than me. I take off some days, man. I just drop her off and pick her up, man. You know. And then I shoot my videos. You see, I can keep it real though. Then I go in there and shoot my videos. But some days I don't even be in there. She be down there and just behind Joe Dini and the squad. Because you know, Coach Reed got a squad now, man. She got her own little team, man. Young fighters that she's working with and that she fucks with. That's her function down there. So like a real dad, I just get out the way. You know, but you know, this time I had to show where she got it from. That's why you see me breaking it down, showing my moves a little bit, man. You know, I couldn't let her have all the shine. I had to show where she gets it from. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, my shit's, you know, I might be in my mid-40s, but my shit's still a spark. You know, my shit's still spark. And then you know, some of these guys, you know, I just had to let them know, like, yo, ain't shit sweet over here. And then, you know, you be sending me the videos of these guys with the poor technique. So, you know, I like to demonstrate proper technique, right?
Absolutely.
You know, you have to have proper technique. If your hands are low, like look at Africa last night. Hands was up. He was catching shots, right? Yeah. What if Africa's hands was low? He might have got clipped, man. If he was hitting that, if he was out there hitting that, like that guy was hitting that bag, he would have got sat down, man. But remember, he had his shits up high. He was catching the hooks. Because the shit was high. He was in the phone booth. He wasn't down here. Awkward. Yeah.
I don't know how those boxers deal with those awkward fighters though, Sauce, man.
No, you gotta make the adjustments, man. You gotta make the adjustments. The elite level fighters do it. The guys that aren't elite can't do it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the level changing. Like we seen that with Frank Marr. Remember? Yeah, when Tank Davis hit them gears, man, Frank Marr couldn't adjust, man. He woke up to the ceiling.
he got caught in that trap. You ain't lying.
He woke up to the ceiling, man. You know what I'm saying? They got mad. Yeah, they got mad. I told everybody though, man. You know what I'm saying? They got mad, man. But Chris, man, I'm gonna let you close this out, man. I appreciate you always pulling up, dropping the sauce over here. Yo, you guys got to go back to the 1 hour, 18-minute mark. Chris dropped the final ingredients in the sauce. You guys got to get the fuck off of YouTube trying to put fights together and go see the people, man. Go see the people. Man, that was the gem of the night, Chris. But close this out, man.
Oh man, I want to say thank you again, Sauce, for letting me jump on your panel, man. It's very fun, man. And I wanted to know, did you watch House of Dragons? And do you got
Yes. I watched it more. House of Dragons, Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
You asking me if I'm one of the Dragon Lords?
Yeah.
You know, I might be ancestry to them because I'm starting to get a little grays in my beard. But remember, they got all the grays, man. They got the grays. But I just think I do have the dragons in the hands, man. Right here. This is the dragons. I released the fire in here, right here.
I thought I saw you on there when that dragon was chasing you, and he said, "Oh yeah, I ain't gonna kill him. He my master." So that's why I was like, "Okay, this is the Sauce experience."
Yes,
what do we know?
What do we know? Salute to my guy CW, man. Appreciate you as always. The door is always open for you, good brother.
Thank you, Sauce, man. Have a great day, my brother.
You too. Shout out to CW for pulling up, man. We are going to close it out. I'm not going back to do no more orders, man. I'm about to go get me something to eat, man. I always say that, you see me out there on the road knocking out some more batches. But now I'm chilling. Play the playback. Shout out to CW, like you said, at the hour, 18-minute mark. Stop trying to make fights happen on YouTube if you're really trying to make the fights happen. You know who to contact. You know who to call. You know how to get it done. But hey, what do we know? Yachty.